Today's video is going to be a little bit more serious. Kind of just something I've been seeing, just all over YouTube. And this is something like that happened, in 2018. It was like the Chris Watts cases. If you guys seen that, the Chris Watts murders. I'm not really gonna like go down into full detail of the whole story. If you guys want to go check out multiple videos, you guys can go check those out on YouTube. I'm just gonna really talk about how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Just because I've been seeing it just like here recently, like on my home feed on YouTube. You know what I mean? And just different people talking about it, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it too. You know what I mean? Just because I remember this case that happened in 2018, and when I heard about it, because this was like everywhere. You know what I mean? Everybody was it was international. Everyone knew about it. It was all over the news, all over social media. Everybody was talking about it, and it's just so crazy, and it's just so sad. What he did. You know what I mean? It's unspeakable. It's just really unforgivable. You know what I mean? To murder, your 2 kids and your pregnant wife. You know what I mean? It's just like how could you even begin to do something like that? You know what I mean? And just to really go about how he went about it. You know what I mean? And it's just like you hear shit like this all the time. You know what I mean? But it's just like. It's so crazy that these people do these murders, and the way that they murder their family members, and honestly the way that they think that they can get away with it, and think that they can just go about their lives and just live these perfect lives, and as if nothing ever happened. And that's exactly what he tried to do. You know what I mean? He literally just tried to erase his family and go about his life and start over. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, why this is one thing I'll never understand about the case. You know what I mean? I've watched, of course I knew about it in 2018, but now just looking back over it and rewatching videos and documentaries and things about it, you know what I mean? I just never kind of will understand why you didn't just get a divorce. You know what I mean? Why would you feel like you had to, do what you did to your family? And it just made no sense. You know what I mean? A normal human being, you know what I mean? Because like, what normal human being would like murder their family? You know what I mean? And their 2 little girls, you know what I mean? And it just literally to this day makes no sense to me. And of course, he'll never be honest. We'll never get a real answer from him. This is just how I feel, you know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and this is just my opinion. This is just how I personally feel about the case, you know what I mean? And it's just like, to think like, Shanann, his wife, you know what I mean? To think that, she was so in love with him, and to, she was so excited when she found out she was pregnant with their 3rd child, and to know that he was plotting her death all along, and his 2 children's death all along. It's just kind of just like, you never really know who someone truly is, whether they're your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend. It just makes you realize, like, and it makes you realize, like, you really just don't really know people at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's so sad. And people, like, honestly, like, the people that, like, don't think that he did it, it's just kind of just like, he admitted to it, you know what I mean? Who else would have done it? Who else? There's proof, you know what I mean? There's, like I said, I'm not going to go into the full case, but, like, there's literal proof of what he was doing, you know what I mean, on camera, and he admitted to it, and people to this day still defend him, send him love letters in jail. I read that, or seen that in a documentary I was watching, or a video, and it's just kind of like, what? Like, that makes no sense. Like, he's literally a serial killer. Like, he murdered his family, you know what I mean? He murdered his wife, his pregnant wife, and his 2 children. So, I don't even know with that. I don't even know really what to say with that when I see people defend him and just send him love letters in jail and just back him up and it, like, I don't know. This world is just crazy and it's just really a scary time. I feel like, and it's just, I don't know, like, it's just really scary and it's just, but it's just like, I don't know, I just will never understand, like, if you were so unhappy in your marriage and you were so just ready to just start over and just live your life, you know what I mean? Just why not get a divorce? Like, in what way was you doing what you did to your family and going about the things that you went about, you know what I mean? And why would you feel like that was the smart choice or the smart answer to, you know, do what you did? It just makes absolutely no sense to me to this day. No matter how many videos I watch, no matter, like, it literally to this day makes no sense to me. Absolutely none, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, things happen in marriages, you know, people fall out of love. That happens all the time, you know what I mean? That's life, you know, but to go about and to murder your family, your two children, and your pregnant wife, it's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely horrible. It's unforgivable in my book, you know what I mean? And that's literally how I feel about it. And I've heard a conspiracy theory about, because like I said, Chris Watts had a mistress. No shocker, he's a fucking piece of shit, but, so of course he was cheating, and of course he had a mistress, but, some say, did she have an influence on it? Did she, help him? We literally would not know to this day. He's lied so much, and like I said, you guys can go look at different videos and different interviews and documentaries about it, but, he's lied so much we'll never know the truth. Did she do it? Did she have an influence on it? I mean, maybe. We'll never know to this day, you know what I mean? It's just like so crazy to just know, like, you could plan your life out with someone and you could literally have children with a person and you can literally make memories with the person and be so in love with the person, and to know that they could be plotting your death is just really scary. It's fucking terrifying, you know what I mean? Like, it literally is just like one of the worst things I feel like that could happen to a person. And it's just, like, I just don't get it. Why you just did not walk away, why you just did not get a divorce, why you didn't just not do what you have done and done it a different fucking way. Like, it just makes no sense to me, you know what I mean? Like, he is just a psychopath. He literally is where he needs to be, you know what I mean? And I just don't, like, the thing is, like, you had everything that people dream for. You had a career, you had a loving wife, you had children, you had a beautiful house, you know, and to just throw that all away just to start a new life with someone new, it just, and I don't get it, you know what I mean? I literally to this day do not get it. I keep, like, as you guys, like, well, you guys, if you don't know, like, I'm just, like, once I get into, like, these cases and I'm just, like, watch them over and over, it just, like, really kind of takes a toll on me, you know what I mean? It just kind of, like, opens my eyes up and just it makes me just realize that people, you really just don't know people, you know what I mean? It's so sad, and it kind of just makes me, like, closed off in a sense, because it's just, like, and it makes me, like, want to not really get to know people in a sense, like, and I don't know. This case is just really just so, like, so sensitive, and it really is just so crazy, and it just really just makes no sense, and it's just so, like, sickening to even, like, think about, you know what I mean? And just the videos I've watched and the documentaries, it's just kind of like, it's mind-blowing at the lengths that he went to, and how he went about it, you know what I mean? Just all to start a new life, and just to have this other relationship with this other woman, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. But then again, I'm not a psychopath and I'm not a killer, so I can't, like, wrap my mind around how Chris was thinking or what was going on in his mind, you know what I mean, or how well he literally thought this would have been the smartest plan. And I don't know. Trending is just kind of like he just, as there's been so many stories and so many like lies and so many like untruths from him, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, you've already done what you've done. You've already committed the crime. You're obviously you're not getting out of jail. Thank fucking goodness, you know what I mean? But just own up and just tell the truth, you know what I mean? It's just, but then again, he's a coward, so he'll just never be honest, and he'll never like tell the truth on what happened that day and what he did and really what the truth was, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I don't know, I just could never just imagine like doing that, you know what I mean? And just, I could never imagine just throwing away like your kids and your wife and, well, your significant other, you know what I mean? Like those are things that people dream of, and want. That's something I dream of and hope for every single day, that I will be able to have kids one day and that I'll be able to find a significant other and, and settle down and have a great career and just have a nice house and just, for him to do what he did and just throw that all away. It's just kind of like, I don't understand it. But then again, like I said, he obviously has issues. He obviously was not in the right state of mind, and to commit a crime like that and just to do that, it's just like I said, it's unforgivable. And it's just kind of just like, it's almost just like it's not real, you know what I mean? It's just, and it's like, I don't know, I just cannot, every time I read it and look at different videos and just kind of like, look up on it more and more, you know what I mean? Because like in 2018, I knew about it, of course, because like of course it was everywhere, you know what I mean? And it was everywhere, but like I never really like looked deeper into the details, and just now I kind of just have been, you know what I mean? And it's kind of just like, it's crazy. It's just, I don't know. I just can't see how someone could do that. You know what I mean? How someone could just commit a crime like that. But then again, like I said, he's a fucking psychopath. So I don't know. That's kind of just how I feel about it. I just wanted to sit down and kind of just talk about it and my thoughts on it. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like I needed to talk about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys like this video, you can like this video, comment down below how you feel about it. If you haven't heard about it, definitely check it out. But like always, I love you guys so much. And, I don't know. It's just crazy. I'll see you guys in the next video.